Alrighty, welcome to another park around the world. Excuse me, I'm already forgetting because I'm just doing a park visit as well. But welcome to Around the World with yours truly, the Coaster Fanatic. I'm here, of course, at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Of course, if you're not familiar with Around the World is basically I give my overall experience as I'm going around. I'll kind of list off how good rides were, what is the best thing, what truly kind of gives off experience, and what is the best thing for a lot of other people. What is basically the best thing about the park. So I give my ups and downs too. And of course we're going to start out with flowers. If you guys have never been to Busch Gardens, you'll be surprised of how many flowers, even in the parking lot. Of course, this is just this part. This is the England parking lot. But no, excuse me, France. England is where the buses are. But look at all the flowers. There's so much landscaping. This is insane. I don't even remember this much landscaping at Busch Gardens Park, but it has been a while since I've been here. And I can't wait to start it. So let's go around the world. Of course, you know what we're going to start with. So let's get on it. We're going to, of course, yeah. We're going to start with this beautiful waterfall because there's so many of them. And yeah, let's get started. Fun begins here. Of course, as always with Busch Gardens, if you guys know Busch Gardens Williamsburg, this is just basically the mood setter. This is where you get your tickets way up there, but you're not even in the park yet. This is just the biggest mood setter. And to be honest, I wish more parks did this. This is probably the best thing ever a park could ever do, because this is fantastic. It just brings you in. It just welcomes you, and you're not even in the park yet. And of course, it also hypes you up too. So that could also be a problem, actually, because you might get hyped up too much for the front, and then when you get in there, you're like, this is disappointing. But this park actually does not disappoint. It's just amazing. I really love the mood setter. Of course, there's a lot of shade, a lot of benches. There's a lot of stream with a fountain, but there's also a waterfall, and this waterfall just goes on forever and ever and ever, and it's so beautiful. This is, I mean, because there's the main pathway, and then there's just this. This doesn't even feel like a theme park. It really doesn't. Like, it just does not feel like a normal amusement park. Look at this. This is insane. This is not even the beginning of the park. I am fanaticing so hard. I shouldn't be. And it just drops off into the ending. Beautiful. And this is just the mood setter. Now you know why this is considered the best landscaping. We're not even in the beginning of the park, and trust me, it gets better. It gets better. So yeah, let's get into the park, shall we? So of course, Busch Gardens is one of those parks that don't have a normal entrance. Like, you know, most parks, they have that normal entrance where it kind of spreads out into like a midway almost. Then it spreads out because it ends somewhere. Nope. It immediately starts you off by immersing you. There's nothing. It's just trees on the outside world. You'll automatically come into this England part, and it's just fantastic. This is, of course, themed to the Globe Theater. They even got a cool little bus gift shop. It's not really that tall, but there's the Big Ben. There's the pathways. Pathways are fantastic here. This is the only time you will not see rocks on the pathway, because that's how they do it. Makes you feel like you're in London, doesn't it? Usually they used to have London Rock and all the Beatles stuff playing at the time, but now they just have, I guess because it's like early morning. So there's only a show to do in England, or get some nice fudge, or go to Squire's Grill. Get some burgers, you know, American food. So if you want the American food, come to Britain, I guess. Come to England. Very weird, but I love the landscape they put around it. You know, this is one thing I've never understood. It's always actually confused me. I always thought, go-karts? Go-karts? Nah, they're just advertising for mowing. Really, Busch Gardens? Like Six Flags, you both are horrible. Darn it. Anyway, that says mow with attitude. The bad boy. I don't know why they advertise for this. Really, Busch Gardens? I do like how it says outlaw right there. If my camera will actually work. Anyway. Yep. Then the service animal relief area. What is this? What is this? I can't zoom in, oh well. That says service animal relief area. Really? Out of all this theming, then you get this. Just saying, Busch Gardens. Still, amazing ride. Or amazing park. Both. And once again, beautiful bridge. A lot of hills going straight down. And I haven't even ridden a single coaster yet. But here's some more fantastic theming. A lot of daffodils and flowers beneath the daffodils. Busch Gardens, like literally, I feel like it's just insane. I really love it so much. This is just great. Cut grass perfectly. You hear Tempesto in the background. What a great ride. And the smells too. The smells of beautiful flowers. If you have allergies, be warned. You've been warned, but great. Alrighty, so I just got off Tempesto and it's still an alright ride. Very intense, I will say that. That's the best part about the ride. It's a nice hang time. But overall, alright. You know, I would say it's about maybe like a 7 out of 10 or something like that. Now that there's clones of these, I don't think they're as special as when it was just Superman, but still a fun ride. And if you're wondering how long the line is, there you go, 30 minutes. Alrighty, I just got off Apollo's Chariot twice. But these guys over here, of course, they're joining me on this around the world. And what do you guys think of it?
Great ride. Best hyper.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. Second my favorite. Still think Goliath is a little bit better. It's 6 Flags over Georgia, but this is a fantastic ride. I love it to death. Downsider, and this is for I guess all coasters now. They no longer have the awesome coin key lockers. They now have the timed lockers like at Cedar Fair. Plus side though, it's only $1. Unlike the $2 at Cedar Fair, so. Alrighty, so I just got off for Bolton, and it's definitely gotten higher up my list. In fact, I would actually replace Tempesto in this. It was riding a lot better. There was hardly rattle, except if you're in the back row, because I rode it also in the back row. And there, let me tell you, there is a huge rattle in the back. But it's more towards the end, but man, that theming. There's just nothing that compares to the theme of Bolton. I give it about maybe like a 7 out of 10. The line is lying. Like, it says it's that long, but in reality it's only about 30 minutes. So yeah, that is for Bolton. Very fun ride in my opinion. I love it. Alrighty guys, I just got off Alpengeist, and man, what a rush. Still my second favorite ride in the park behind Apollo's Chariot. What'd you guys think of it?
I love Alpengeist. Banshee's better, but... and Monty.
He's a King's Island fanboy, we all know that. We're just joking. Yeah, we all know Banshee's better, sure.
A little bit rough in spots, but still a great ride.
Well, you guys were in the wing seats, I was in the middle, so I got to get a good ride with no headbanging, so I give it a 9 out of 10. Just needs to be a little bit more intense.
Boy!
Go right after Burning Banshee, then you'll understand what I mean by more intense. Stopping to get something to eat at Busch Gardens, of course, we decided to eat at Trapper Smokehouse, which is in the New France section. And this is the sampler. The smokehouse sampler is basically beef brisket with a quarter chicken and ribs with your choice of sides. How's it, guys? Yeah, they're loving it. It's really good. So, I'm gonna have about, I already had the bread that came with it and I thought it was good. Let's try with the green beans. Really good. Of course, there are schools here that are having the band contest. And Griffin's right behind us. Green bean, thumbs up. They're really good, but we're gonna move on to mac and cheese. And that's really good. And of course, if you know, I'm a big barbecue fan, so I'm going to devour this entire thing. And it's really good barbecue. I mean, just looking at the grill and watching them cook the food is super good. Now we're going to go to the apple cobbler. Phenomenal. When you come to Busch Gardens, you definitely got to come for the food. Alright, we have a ribeye. Messy, but outstanding. I love it. Definitely need napkins for this. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Love the food here. So we got off Griffin, of course.
Hello.
And of course I'm with my buddies as always. They're amazing. So I gotta say it's alright. Definitely gone down to my list. They're very short. They're short and sweet, and that's it. There's nothing much to say. The drop, inversion, turn, you just immediately stop, then you go into the drop, inversion, random turn, and airtimeless hill.
That's called the twisty turny bit.
I guess so, but I'll give it about a 7, 8 out of 10. It really is only my third favorite. Definitely gone down, but you know, dive coasters are just that. They're short and sweet.
I like that.
But I do like the sign for Griffin. That's an insane sign. And it's actually a walk-on now. Earlier it was not. Oh no, wait, it's no longer a walk-on. Alrighty, I got off the Loch Ness Monster. Still a fantastic ride. You can't see it because it is now nighttime. Yay, nothing. But great ride. Still fantastic. My favorite arrow. I've not been on Tennessee Tornado, but right now it's my favorite arrow that I've been on currently. It's a great ride. Great ride. Although a little bit more bumpy in the Helix, but other than that, great ride. I would say 6 out of 10. My number 5 favorite in the park. It's pretty good for aerodynamic roller coaster in my opinion. But yeah, there you go. Alrighty guys, it is now nighttime. I just want to end this around the world right here. This is the Coaster Fanatic signing out here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Fantastic park. Still one of my personal favorites. It's just a great park. Always have a great time here. It's never boring. It's always fun. And I enjoy it. So, that is the Coaster Fanatic signing out here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Thank you all for watching. And as always, roller coaster fanatics, keep coasting.